Ambassador Customer.
Such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting us today.
Big privilege. Thank you very much.
So this is the new Swiss embassy. And actually, I heard that the courtyard here is the place that you particularly like.
You're very well informed indeed. It's my favorite place in this embassy because it's a connector of all the different spaces we have. The chancery over there, where we work, where we have the offices, the multi-purpose room where we do seminars, where we have small exhibitions, then here our private flat and the official residence here. It's really the central place, bringing all together, and it's a place where you can see the sky, where you can see the mountains. It's really like the idea in the traditional Korean house where you have the madang in the middle that frames the landscape, and that gives you all that, and it's really beautiful to be here.
Not only the courtyard, but the building itself looks very Korean.
It's very much inspired from Hanok, the traditional Korean house, obviously. And it's an adaptation, a reinterpretation by Swiss architects who studied Korean architecture in order to build something. We didn't want to build a Swiss chalet in Korea. We wanted to have something more refined, something that is well adapted to Korea, and that represents Switzerland beyond the cliches and beyond the stereotypes about an alpine chalet. No, it's not. It's a Swiss Hanok, and we try to bring in both sides. That is the idea.
I see. It's beautiful.
Thank you very much. We like it also very much.
Ambassador, so here is the office space for the embassy.
This is one of our office floors. This is the section Political Economic Affairs and Culture and Communication. They are working here together. Not everybody is here, but it's a beautiful space, a lot of light. So it's very nice to work here, I think.
Oh, and I see some photos and some explanations here.
This is this photographic portfolio. It was all produced locally, manufactured locally by very talented Korean craftsmen. The photographer is a Swiss photographer, Hélène Binet. She is very well known for architecture photography. She has worked with Zaha Hadid. She has also worked in Seoul before for the DP building in Dongdaemun. She has worked for other Swiss architects, and so she was asked to document the building through kind of artistic photographies.
Let's talk about the embassy a bit now. You've recently relocated.
Absolutely.
Could you tell us your embassy story, please?
We are so happy that we have this beautiful building. The beauty of the embassy is obviously the external aspect, the functionalities, but the other beauty and the other luxury I would like to mention, on this plot we could have built a house, a high-rise building of 20 stories. We didn't. We built a low-rise building because we think it's really nice and it's real luxury. You know, yes, you can see the sky upon our heads, and it's really very beautiful. But we have invested a lot also in green technology. It has a very low carbon footprint because we heat with geothermal technology. Under this building, under the courtyard, there were drilled 38 holes, 150 meters deep, and we take the heat out of the ground and then it works through a heat pump. And in summer we generate the cooling, the air conditioning, and in winter the heating. And this is 80% of energy economy in comparison to traditional things. We are generating our own electricity. We have many solar panels on the roof. And the other fact, obviously even more important, is good insulation. It's very well insulated, all the walls, so that the loss of temperature or of heat will not be very big. So it's really high-tech building. It's impressive, the machines we have downstairs, and we thought everybody talks about climate change. Everybody says we have to do something. Well, we did something, and we wanted really to do it in a sustainable manner. And we're very proud of that, obviously.
It's a beautiful embassy.
The challenge was about wood construction, because we have a lot of wood construction in Switzerland, and in Korea there are these hanok, but then there is no wood in contemporary architecture in Korea. So our idea was to bring this wood back to the architectural, to the contemporary architecture. to bring it back and to show, also to make a link between our culture and your past culture, actually.
The last part of the celebration is a dance by performers from both Switzerland and Korea. This performance is a collaboration by a winner of the 2017 Swiss Dance Awards, Tamara Bachi, and one of Korea's top dance groups, LDP. The dancers started from the embassy and made their way around outside of it, using 4 different spots as stages, and with the audience following them. It was a great chance to see what the embassy looks like from the outside, rather than from the rooms inside. This new embassy, a Swiss interpretation of a Korean Hanul, is expected to help exchanges between Korea and Switzerland continue to flourish and grow.